what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at Land Rover St. Petersburg, and look what we have. This is a lightly refreshed 2021 Land Rover Discovery Sport R Dynamic. But before we get into this off-road luxury SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. Land Rover, this iconic British brand, has really been doing the business when it comes to definitely off-roading, and boy oh boy do they bring a level of luxury that many are trying to catch up to. Now, for 2021, there are some refresh and some updates on this Discovery Sport. The Discovery has been in the lineup for so many years, and it really has proven the test of time to stick around that long, to be bringing to you, like I said, that luxury with off-road performance. Now, we're gonna go over, talk about the new touches, but I wanna find out if you're looking for a luxury SUV, something mid-size like this, is the Discovery Sport still one that you should be putting your money on? Or maybe there's something else that Land Rover or even Range Rover is bringing to the table. Let's go ahead and find out. Right off the bat, I love this color. It's called Portofino Blue. Really sparkles so nicely in the Florida sun. We start at the front of the business. You're gonna see some familiarity, but you're also gonna see some changes. All new headlight design. LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, and turn signals. Kind of gives a different twist on that iconic setup. I'm so used to seeing the headlights on a Discovery looking a particular way, but I like what they've done with a little bit of metallic silver, and the way it kind of bends and flows into the headlight housing really gives it some nice depth and some nice character line. Now, as we work our way down, you are gonna get functional corner vents and side air curtains, so it's nice to see that functionality there, and also gives it a great looking shape to it. We come across the center grille. This has been updated for 2021, just like the headlights, gloss black, still that familiar design. You got that Land Rover badge with the British green there, that British racing green. The Discovery name, I still wish that they would actually take the emblems and sink them down into the hood to give it a little bit cleaner look, but still a lot of heritage behind that name for sure. We work our way down. You have functionality in this wide horizontal opening, and then down below, more gloss black, forward-facing camera, and then some gloss black along the lower bumper area. But really, like I said, looking familiar, but you could see those touches, and I think that they went in the right direction. Now, when we get up onto the hood, great fold to it, meets perfectly with that refreshed grille, that Discovery badge, and I'm gonna say it once again, Portofino Blue, probably one of my favorite blues. I like the way that you have this separate section on the back of the hood, just to give it a little bit of character, because there is so much that's coming from the front. Now, as we come around the bend, you're gonna have new wheel designs, and you still got the option. So these are 20-inch wheels. You can go bigger. I like the gloss black design, the split spoke going on, a little bit of a twist to it, but really super clean, and with the blue, it's working great. They're 235 on the width, 50 series sidewall, and just the proper amount of room between the top of the tire inside the fender. Speaking of the fender, I love the way it's all painted fender, even around the fender opening. Love the design that they do, and even like you can see how that hood meets with the fender to give it to that unique British design. Now, when we come into the actual fender close to the door, you're gonna get a Discovery badge. I am gonna zonk this fake vent. I wish they would have done something a little bit different, but I like the way it's got the Discovery name. Blacked out on the roof gives it that two-tone appeal that many people are really digging. You're gonna have the gloss black on your mirror caps. You can see the turn signals, slim and trim built in. You got your 360 camera. One thing that's really interesting, and I'm gonna have Lori earn her money today, is that they decided to take the R Dynamic badge and put it down here low on the fender. I'm really scratching my head on that one, and I am zonking the placement. Why not take it and put it up here? Or actually smooth out this fake vent and drop it in there. I think that would look much better. Plus, people would actually notice it. Nobody's gonna notice it down below like that. But as we go down the side, look at how that vent picks up a body line, runs down the side of the vehicle. Nice flat roof. What that means is you're getting a great design, but it's also gonna give you plenty of headroom for everybody, no matter where they're sitting, whether they're sitting in the front or the back seat. Color matched on the door handles. We get to the rear, you're gonna have that Land Rover badge still on that rear pillar. decent size on the corner glass. And then as we get to the tail end of the business, you're gonna get a nice low roof spoiler, blacked out shark fin antenna. You do have the wiper here. We all know how I feel about that. Would be nice to tuck that in. Discovery badging across the back. You got your sport badge, license plate in the center. I know a lot of people have OCD. They hate seeing those Land Rover models where the license plate is a little over to the left. Your badging, look at the taillights. Wonderful LED lit, clean design. And as we work our way down, super clean. I love on Land Rovers and Range Rovers how they hide the exhaust so it's not dangling down. You have the gloss black to match up front. You see what they're doing with this grille design? I don't even know what you would call this, but why? Why does that need to be there? So I am gonna zonk that, but other than that, clean. I just wish they didn't do the fake exhaust openings. Why are they doing that? Just leave it smooth, leave it clean, or have some exhaust. One way or the other. Let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what's powering our Discovery Sport. All right guys, we got the hood popped. You do have hydraulic hood struts. Underneath the hood is one of two engine choices on our 2021 Discovery. We have the 2-liter inline-4 turbocharged engine, 296 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Of course, we have all-wheel drive, 0 to 60 in about 6.9 seconds. Top speed 125 miles an hour. The vehicle weighs 4,865 pounds. MPGs 19 in the city, 23 on the highway, and this can tow up to 6,614 pounds. I think the good news is it's nice to see the choice, to have the choice between the two different options. And you know what? For what it's worth, the towing capability is quite impressive. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the interior and see what the Discovery Sport brings and what's new for 2021. All right guys, we're inside this 2021 Discovery Sport R Dynamic. I know you're saying to yourself, well Joe, I've been wanting a Discovery. I like the subtle changes that they've made. I can't wait to see what else is updated. How much is this one? MSRP for the way that this one is optioned is $54,000. Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels. I really dig the neoprene wetsuit material that they put at the top. It's super smooth, it's very soft, and you can see the switchgear there for the power windows. You work your way down to the middle, you're gonna get more of that material, but now it's textured with that red stitching, pops nicely. I love the brushed aluminum in the center of the door panel there, and you have a little shiny surface for the door handle and the door handle pull. You got the Meridian sound system and a super-sized door pocket where you could easily put two 12-inch foot-long meatball subs. We tested it out already, Lori and I. Extra parm and a can of Coca-Cola. Nicely done. Now when you get to the dash, more of that same soft material, the red stitching. The aluminum looks great. Nice soft touch up top on the dash like a Nerf football. And then we have some updates here. This is a 10-inch infotainment system. It's that Pivi Pro system. They updating the software with it, so it really reacts nicely. You have navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You go to your home selection real quick. You go back to navigation. I'm going to throw it in reverse. Great clear camera work with trajectory, which is great. The 360 cam, you can hit off-road. That's going to give you your all-wheel drive setup there with the backup camera. And then watch this. I'm going to put it in a park. We're going to hit this guy right there. Now we're looking out front. And it looks like we can see almost right through our Land Rover. As you're going off-road, you can see the wheels and tires moving. I could then hit on-road, and look at that, there we are at St. Petersburg, Land Rover St. Petersburg. We got the 360, of course the door's open. That'd be kind of cool if it showed Lori right there. She'd look good right there. But anyways, great cameras, and then to get back to home, you're right back. And then I get back to navigation, there it is. Start stop button, nicely placed, the red stitching. And then when you look in this center area, there is a lot of gloss black, but what's kind of cool is they multi-function buttons and surfaces. So you have your volume knob and everything. Then watch this. Let's say you want to put on the seat heater, you just turn. You want to cool it, you turn. Now there are no ventilated seats, so I am going to zonk that at $54,000. But watch this. You want to adjust blower fan switch, you hit that. Now we could adjust the blower fan speed in here, all with the same knob, and you could adjust the dual climate control, which is wonderful. Watch this. I hit this button here. Now we have our different modes that we could go through, and I'll show you more of that when you come to the business side of things. Hit it, and then it disappears. You got your hill descent control. Nice little cubby here for wireless cell phone charging. I would put a Twinkie or two in here, but you want to charge up your phone. You don't want it to go dead. USB-C. This is going to control that 9-speed automatic. I love the nice silver finishes. A little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy. Even some stitch work there. 2 large cup holders. There is your standard Land Rover key fob with that British Racing green. Turn it around. There's your buttons. It's a little on the large side, but you know what? It's one of those things that I think a lot of people like to have something a little large in their pocket. So there you go. Neoprene material with the red stitching. We open this up. That's where you're going to load it up with Twinkies. You could easily put 20 Twinkies in there. You got USB-C, USB, and a 12 volt, which is wonderful. Close that up. And then the seats. I actually really dig these. They look like they're out of a sports car. The stitch work, the perforated material, bolstering is pretty minimal, but still nicely done seat, and they're 12-way positionable for the passenger and the driver. And then, of course, you have that wonderful panoramic roof there. Look how large that is. Slides all the way back. Everybody gets some vitamin D, and then you just bring it back to close it up. But why don't you come over to the business end? As this is closing, I want to show you behind the wheel of this Discovery Sport. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You'll notice this beautiful R dynamic aluminum sill plate. Very classy. Reminds you what trim you went with the Discovery Sport. You have your seat controls, easy to get to. That lower lumbar feels good. Manually tilting and telescoping steering wheel, but I love the steering wheel. The 2 separate pieces of leather, very classy, feels great all the way around. You get a nice Discovery horn button, a little bit of gloss black, a little bit of aluminum finish, and then you're going to get these paddles, massive paddles behind the steering wheel. They are metal to go up and down that 9-speed automatic. And then the dash. Now the bummer is it's not full digital display, but you have a nice large digital area in the center. And I like the way the gauges kind of blend in with that. Now watch when I go into the different modes. This is pretty cool. So we start off in auto, and then you could go to eco, you go to eco pro, you go to back to auto. We have all terrain, grass, gravel, and snow, mud and ruts, and then of course sand. It's kind of cool to have all that usability, that versatility, and a nice digital display to show it all in the center. But overall, I got plenty of headroom. I'm 6 feet tall. Let's get to that back seat and see how your passengers are going to feel in the Discovery Sport. All right, guys, back seat time. And the great news, like I told you, with that flat roof design, plenty of headroom. Here's what's great. You know, say after a hard day at work at the office, you want to go do a little off-roading, hang your coat here, really nice. You have a large pocket in the back. You could put some Twizzlers, some Slim Jims, have them ready for whoever's sitting back here. We do have rear AC, and then you're gonna have all the connectivity you could ever wish for. 2 USB-Cs, a 12 volt, and a Twinkie tray. 1 Twinkie drop down in there. And then over here, you can hang your purse, you can hang your bag, your merch, your satchel, your sack. I got plenty of room here. Seats feel great. And what's even better is you can slide them, make it even feel better for you. And then of course, you can recline as well. And then armrest. Nice, high, open that up, fill this up with Skittles. Think about it. Have this open, see the rainbow, taste the rainbow, all right here. And 2 cup holders. Let's check out the cargo area and see how much room we have in the Discovery Sport. All right, guys, time to get in the cargo area. Real simple. You hit the button right underneath O, because O stands for open. Open sesame, nice electric assist. What I like is that the floor, it's right there for you, super flat. It's got the weather mat protection back here, so you're not gonna mess up the beautiful carpet. You do have your cargo net area for that emergency box of Hostess cupcakes. You have your switch gear to lower the seats down. Now, when it comes to the space, with the seats up, you're looking at 43.3 cubic feet of space. You fold down the seats, you're looking at 74.3 cubic feet of space. On the driver's side, what's wonderful is not only do you get a 12 volt, not only do you get a Twinkie tray where you can put 2 Twinkies, but also you get a USB port back here. Nice for when you're tailgating, for when you're camping. But you know what? It's about that time. If you're ready, I'm ready. Hit that button. Let's take this refresh, lightly updated Discovery Sport for a spin. All right, guys, we're leaving Land Rover St. Petersburg. We're in the 2021 Discovery Sport R Dynamic. Like I was saying, the layout of everything is very smart in here. And once you get the hang of all the buttons and knobs that have multi-functions, I think you're really gonna actually enjoy the simplicity overall of not having just a total cluster of tons of different buttons and knobs that do a plethora of different things. Now, sound deadening is really well done in here. Great thickness of glass. You can see the navigation, easy to get to everything, which is a big pleasure. And these seats are very comfortable. The only thing I'm missing are ventilated seats. It would be nice to have some ventilated seats, but the seats themselves are supportive without being too squishy, which is great. The paddles are nice and large, and visibility is fantastic. Side mirrors work great. Layout, like I said, of where everything else is in the vehicle is very well placed out. Let me go ahead and get into this left turning lane. Driving in traffic, the great news about this being a midsize is that it's easy to operate through traffic. It does not feel cumbersome whatsoever. Gauges, I do wish for a full digital display, but like I was saying, you have a very large digital display in the center, and it does give you a ton of information. Right now I have it in that auto eco setup. Let me go ahead and change that real quick. So right now we're in auto, and then I'm gonna go ahead and twist the knob here, and that will put us into comfort. So I'm gonna put it into comfort. That's gonna adjust everything. It shows comfort program selected, and we're good to go. I wanna do a little bit of on throttle action here. So going into this right-hand bend, on throttle, here we go. 9-speed drops down and we're off. So the great news is, if you want more power, you could definitely get more power with the Land Rover Discovery Sport. This one feels a little lacking, but I kind of already had an idea of what it was going to feel like overall based off of it being the 4-cylinder turbo version. Now, going back into those different modes, you hit that mode selector. I could go back into auto. I just wish there was more of a dynamic mode would be great to have in here. Something a little bit more performance oriented, especially because it is an R dynamic. But the steering wheel thickness is great. Love the overall layout of it. Just a little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy. And then the room in here is wonderful. Tons of headroom. All right, guys, once again, on throttle, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to zonk the power. It just, it really feels like it's struggling to move to Discovery Sport. I would definitely opt for that optional engine for sure. Driving down the road, the vehicle is well put together in the sense that you're not getting a lot of creaks, you're not getting a lot of rattles, and I like how quiet it is in the cabin, how smooth it is. That really helps with the overall experience. All right, guys, hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel of what this Land Rover Discovery Sport is all about. We're gonna get back to Land Rover of St. Petersburg and wrap this one up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another great day here at Land Rover St. Petersburg. I definitely gotta thank Jeff and Miro getting us access to this 2021 Portofino Blue Discovery Sport R Dynamic. It really shows that Land Rover is making some incremental changes until their major redesign, but they're still bringing that overall platform that people have fallen in love with for years. Should you be parking this in your garage or your driveway? Definitely want to add it to your list for that off-road luxury SUV. If you want to keep seeing these on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you in the channel, click the link in the description. Get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it to the queen of the camera. She's going to be winning all the big awards on YouTube for 2021. Show Lori some love in that comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.